Good evening, everyone. I am Spot on Weather meteorologist Matthew Euler. Welcome to my latest daily forecast video on the 17th of November, 2025. Here in the title slide tonight, I'm showing some alto cumulus clouds showing up quite nicely, and they are showing up as rows parallel to each other. Anytime you see the blue opening in between the individual cloud elements, that's where the air is sinking, where you see the blue, the clear sky, and the air is rising here where you have the cloud itself. But these alto cumulus clouds, they can mean a lot of different things depending on your location and the time of year. I know here in southeastern Virginia, whenever I see these type of clouds, that's usually an indicator that warmer air is moving in from the south. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the latest, this is actually infrared satellite imagery here on the left, showing clear skies across eastern Virginia down to North Carolina this evening. We have high pressure in control of the weather. We do see some clouds to the north there in the northwesterly wind flow across parts of northern, central, and eastern Pennsylvania. We do see some returns of clouds out towards Indiana, Illinois, down to Missouri, as well as western Tennessee. This is going to be the next system that moves in for tomorrow afternoon. You'll start seeing some of these clouds move in from the west tomorrow afternoon and start to make things a little bit more mostly cloudy across Hampton Roads cities. And then ultimately this system to the west will produce some light rain showers tomorrow night, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So this is our next weather maker out to the west. Over on the right-hand side is the latest observations from late this afternoon. Whenever you see the circle here on these station plots, that basically means the wind is calm. So we have a lot of calm winds going on from central Virginia right on over to Hampton Roads here on the coast of southeastern Virginia. Also calm winds across northeastern North Carolina here this afternoon. And again, that's in association with higher pressure, which is moving right overhead. And we do see temperatures cooling off rather nicely on this late November evening. We have temperatures already down in the lower 50s there in Richmond. We see generally mid-50s in the Norfolk Airport area. And then we generally see some 40s out into western portions and northwestern portions of the state of Virginia. We look up to the north, we have northwesterly winds blowing across much of eastern as well as western Pennsylvania here. Generally colder temperatures there to the north in the PA. Eastern PA this afternoon is at 43 degrees. Western PA, there's even some central, west central portions of PA, generally around 33 to 37 degrees. So colder air up to the north. In Ohio, we have temperatures generally to the northwest into the 40s. Looking at the national air temperatures, blue colors, you can definitely tell where the air is colder across the Dakotas and the Minnesota, Wisconsin, as well as Michigan. We're seeing temperatures across much of Wisconsin and Michigan into the 30s. We do see 46 degrees for the temperature at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time in Chicago. 59, however, down in St. Louis. So that's quite a difference, isn't it, between the 46 degrees in Chicago and 59 in St. Louis. We also are seeing some milder temperatures into Missouri, into the 60s this afternoon. Much warmer air is moved basically from south to north across southern as well as central, all the way up to the northern sections there of Texas. We have temperatures running 85 to 90 degrees in central Texas this afternoon. We also see milder temperatures in central and southern Florida with readings generally in the upper 70s. For the mid-Atlantic area here across Hampton Roads, again, we're generally seeing temperatures in the lower 50s. There are some upper 40s further inland away from the coast. And then look into New England here. We generally have temperatures running in the upper 30s. Up to New York State, we have a temperature around freezing, 32 degrees in south central New York State, and 34 degrees up in Maine. My main weather headlines for this video today, we are seeing high pressure in control of the weather presently here this evening. That high pressure, however, is going to shift offshore with a weak area of low pressure moving in from the west. That area of low pressure moves across Hampton Roads for tomorrow evening into early Wednesday morning with a period of lighter rain showers. We will see near average high temperatures into the lower 60s by Thursday, this Thursday, the 20th of November. And then we'll have milder temperatures above average temps actually moving into the area in the Hampton Roads. Temps in the upper 60s for highs by Friday, this Friday, the 21st of November. We are expecting now more showers late Friday, this Friday, the 21st of November, as well as in this weekend, Saturday, 22 November. And we'll have another area of low pressure moving across the area. Mild temps will continue on Saturday, the 22nd of November. Then we'll see a little bit of a slighter cooler air mass moving in as this low pressure area moves offshore along with the rain and the clouds. So we will get slightly cooler by this Sunday, the 23rd of November. We are expecting dry with mild temperatures from Monday, the 24th of November, next Monday, through Wednesday, the 26th of November, the day before Thanksgiving. Now, there's a lot of model disagreement, though, I will say, on timing of a stronger cold front, which is expected to drop through the area at some point on Thanksgiving weekend. Some of the weather models are showing the front moving through on Thanksgiving evening. Other models showing it moving through on Friday, the 28th of November. Even other models earlier today were showing it moving through like Saturday, the 29th of November. So there's a lot of variability in the modeling right now. And honestly, this time of year, that usually happens quite a bit. We have a lot of dynamical forces in play here as we work our way beyond the 7-day mark. Looking at now the forecast for 500 millibar height anomalies here on the left, brown coloring, orange coloring, that indicates upper level ridges. And with upper level ridges, we tend to see drier and milder weather. And then the purples and the greens and the blues indicate upper level troughs where the weather is much more unsettled. You got some sort of precipitation usually association with these troughs, as well as colder temperatures. So let's take a look. Tomorrow afternoon, Tuesday, 18 November 2025, 500 millibar height anomaly forecast showing a closed upper level low just to the northwest of Alaska. We see a trough extending along the west coast of Alaska itself, and that trough extends further south-southwest, just south of the eastern Aleutian Islands down into the north central Pacific. Upper level ridging will take shape in the orange colors, with the ridge axis extending from the southwest toward the northeast, just off the Pacific Northwest coastline for tomorrow afternoon. Meanwhile, we've been seeing a lot of rain in California recently. The last few days, we got a closed upper level low, basically just there around the Los Angeles area for tomorrow afternoon. So continued unsettled with upper level low overhead and some, as well as some scattered showers. We see the trough axis extending to the south-southwest from the upper low. We do see upper level ridging from Texas extending northward through Nebraska, the Dakotas, and ridging also present for tomorrow afternoon, the 18th of November, across portions of the Manitoba province of Canada. We do see a closed upper level low and a trough axis extending to the southeast, generally across the southeastern Canadian Maritimes. Right on the trough axis extends to the southeast across the far northwestern North Atlantic. And we see upper level ridging very strong. It's been very persistent the last 2 weeks across the northwestern Atlantic Ocean. The ridge axis extending back through Greenland and just the west of Greenland into Baffin Bay. On the right-hand side is our precipitation forecast for tomorrow afternoon, 18 November 2025, showing an area of low pressure, 1,009 millibar low pressure area around this would be the Alberta province of Canada with some rain and snow showers. We see some lighter rain showers across northwestern Montana for tomorrow afternoon. A lot of unsettled showery type precip there off the Southern California coast, and occasionally these showers will pivot into the land areas there of Southern California for tomorrow afternoon. We do see some more rain into southern Nevada. We also have some precip into the far eastern sections of California, into New Mexico and southern Utah. Dry conditions are expected tomorrow afternoon for Wyoming, the Dakotas, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, down to Texas. There will be a 1,009 millibar low pressure system there just to the north of St. Louis. And we will see some scattered rain showers across Illinois, Indiana, lower portions of Michigan. Heavier rain showers there along the Ohio River tomorrow afternoon, generally across southern Indiana and southern Ohio. We do also notice there are some snow showers just to the north of the surface low across southern and central Wisconsin. Meanwhile, across Hampton Roads area there in southeastern Virginia, a 1024 millibar surface high pressure system will be located in the area. This will be drifting offshore to the east over the western Atlantic waters. Dry conditions expected tomorrow across New England from Maine to New York State, with cold northwesterly winds blowing across the area, but dry overall. Looking at the forecast 500 millibar height anomalies on the left now for this Wednesday, 19 November 2025. We see a lot of purple coloring and upper level closed lows and troughing there across the Bering Sea, generally to the west and northwest of Alaska. We also see another trough digging in just off the western portions of the Canadian coastline. A closed upper level low will now be located across Southern California yet again for Wednesday, with a trough axis extending just to the west of Baja California. Upper level ridging above normal heights, generally extending from Louisiana northward through Arkansas, through the Memphis area, up through Missouri, Illinois, Wisconsin, and all the way up through central portions of Canada. We do see a closed upper level low, generally in the same position across the Canadian Maritimes. And then we also have this upper level ridging, persistent feature that's been there for quite some time. More ridging there in the negative North Atlantic oscillation extending across south central Greenland through the Baffin Bay and into the far northern reaches of Canada. Over on the right-hand side, precipitation forecast for this Wednesday, the 19th of November, 2025. Dry across Washington State and Oregon. Just some scattered showers across Northern California, around the San Francisco Bay. Generally, we have scattered showers across southern Nevada into parts of southern and central Utah, as well as portions of Arizona and New Mexico. Dry conditions will be present for Wednesday afternoon across the Dakotas, Minnesota. Might be a few scattered showers across the northern parts of Minnesota, but other than that, dry. Iowa looking dry, Kansas and Missouri and Illinois also looking dry. There will be a 1025 millibar surface high pressure system around the vicinity of Detroit, Michigan by Wednesday afternoon. Meanwhile, we have a weak disturbance here to the south, a weak area of low pressure, 1017 millibar low over western portions of North Carolina with some scattered showers. Generally around western North Carolina, back into eastern Tennessee and southern Kentucky. Dry conditions across New England for Wednesday afternoon, as well as Florida. Looking at the forecast temp anomalies on the left for this Tuesday, tomorrow, the 18th of November, 2025. Blue and green coloring indicates below normal temperatures. The orange colors indicate above normal temperatures. So with the clouds and the precip across central and southern California into western Arizona and southern Utah, as well as southern Nevada, temperatures will be running below normal on the order of 3 to 5 degrees below normal in those portions of the country. Above normal temperatures across southern Montana into North Dakota, as well as Wyoming and Idaho, as well as eastern Colorado. Well above normal temperature readings will be across Texas yet again tomorrow. Temperatures will be ranging anywhere from 17 to as much as 22 degrees Fahrenheit above normal, and the warmth streams basically goes to the northeast across Missouri, where you're running 20 to 25 degrees above normal in southern Missouri for tomorrow afternoon, as well as portions of Tennessee running well above normal, Mississippi, Alabama, Atlanta, you'll be running 10 degrees above normal for tomorrow afternoon. You can clearly see what's going on here. The cooler air is generally going to be located just to the north of Hampton Roads, Nova, Northern Virginia area into Maryland, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Lower Michigan, as well as New England, New York State, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Jersey is also cooler than normal, running 3 to 7 degrees below normal for tomorrow afternoon. On the right-hand side, forecast temp anomalies for this Wednesday afternoon, 19 November 2025, showing the cooler than normal readings, the greens and the blues across southern Nevada, parts of western Arizona, as well as southern California, even down to northern Baja. We see below normal temperatures running anywhere from 6 to as much as 12 degrees below normal. We do see above normal readings now spreading from west to east across Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia into the Carolinas. Looking well above normal, we're talking 10 degrees plus above normal in some sections here of northeastern Texas and Arkansas, as well as northern Mississippi. Temperatures will be running 20 degrees plus above normal. We do see above normal readings also for Wednesday afternoon, 19 November, across Minnesota into portions of the Dakotas, Nebraska, Wyoming, as well as eastern Colorado and Idaho. Cooler than normal readings, slightly below normal, 2 to 4 degrees below normal, not by a lot, but slightly cooler than normal across New England for your Wednesday afternoon. Looking at the forecast 500 millibar height anomalies now on the left for this Thursday, the 20th of November, 2025. We see a trough extending across the Bering Sea. The trough axis extending generally to the south-southwest across the Aleutian Islands. We see upper level ridging building in from the southwest towards western Canada. And we'll also see another closed upper level low. This is just a repetitive pattern in California lately. A closed upper level low moving in towards the northern portions of the state, right on down to the San Francisco Bay Area. So we have more unsettled weather for California for Wednesday afternoon as this next system moves in. We see upper level ridging to the north of the upper low. We see upper level ridging across Alberta, well above normal heights across the far northern sections of North America into far northern Canada. A weak upper level trough will be located just to the west-southwest of Hudson Bay, with a trough axis extending southward into northern portions of Minnesota as well as Lake Superior. Upper level ridging will be in place across much of the east, although the flow is relatively flat. You notice these solid black lines, these height contours, they're not really building up very far to the north. They're kind of flattened, but nonetheless, we still have above normal heights across Midwest, the Ohio Valley, down to the deep south, Florida, as well as the eastern seaboard from Virginia to up to Maine. A closed upper level low will be located generally to the southwest of the southern tip of Greenland for Thursday afternoon, 20 November. Troughing also will be located over the western waters of the North Atlantic. And we see a very strong upper high generally across the northern Atlantic Ocean with the ridge axis extending to its northwest. On the right-hand side, precipitation forecast for this Thursday, 20 November 2025. Unsettled weather conditions for California. Some higher elevation snows into the Sierra Nevada for Thursday afternoon. Scattered showers down towards LA and maybe a few sprinkles in San Diego. We do see unsettled weather conditions across the Four Corners area, where we see some rain and some higher elevation snow into Colorado for Thursday afternoon. Meanwhile, 1023 millibar high pressure. Surface high pressure here is keeping things dry across North and South Dakota. We see a big plume of heavier rain moving into portions of Texas as well as Oklahoma. There could be some thunderstorms in here as well, some strong thunderstorms with this very mild air for this time of year. So heavier downpours across Oklahoma into Texas for Thursday afternoon. We also see rain across southern Missouri, northern Arkansas, and even some embedded thunderstorms across southeastern Missouri and southern Illinois. Dry conditions for Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia for Thursday afternoon, as well as Florida looking good. Virginia, Hampton Roads area, northward to Maine looking dry as well. Looking at the 500 millibar heights anomalies forecast for this Friday, 21 November 2025, we see troughing generally across much of the state of Alaska, extending to the south of the state itself into the Gulf of Alaska. Upper level ridging extending from the west-southwest towards the east-northeast. Upper level ridging building into Seattle and Portland, Oregon. We see a deep closed upper level low just continuing to sit and spin generally off the Southern California coastline by Friday afternoon. We see above normal heights associated with this closed upper high across the far northern portions of the Canadian area. We also see a closed upper level low positioned to the southeast of Hudson Bay with a negatively tilted trough extending from northwest to southeast across southeastern Canada. Still well above normal heights across Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, the Carolinas, Virginia, Indiana, Kentucky, and Ohio for Friday afternoon, which will allow milder temperatures to move up the eastern seaboard. We do see unsettled weather conditions with upper level troughing there over the western North Atlantic waters. And then we have another closed upper level low there on the southeastern coast of Greenland for Friday afternoon, and a very strong upper level ridge well to the east of Greenland across the northern North Atlantic waters. We look over here on the right-hand side, precipitation forecast for this Friday, 21 November, showing rain again across Southern California, dry conditions across Oregon, Washington State, Idaho, into Montana. And then we see an area of low pressure across the western portions of Missouri with rain generally to the north of the low across eastern Kansas, as well as northern Missouri, southern Illinois, into southern and central Indiana and southern and central Ohio, working its way eastward into Pennsylvania. Scattered showers possible across areas of Hampton Roads for Friday afternoon. And this is going to be in association with that next little weak weather system, generally moving in from the west. Additionally, I'm going to go ahead and put my battery charger back in. Okay. We'll get back to full power here. Okay. Additionally, we see some scattered showers and thunderstorms moving in from the Gulf right into Louisiana and Mississippi. And then we see unsettled weather conditions with upper level troughing continuing across southeastern Canada. We do see some snow falling across the far eastern portions of Canada for your Friday. And then we see some scattered showers across New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Look at the forecast temp anomalies now here on the left. For this Thursday, 20 November 2025, we see below normal temperature readings again in the greens and blues across Arizona, southern Nevada, and much of the state of California, associated with the troughing in the upper levels of the atmosphere and some clouds and rain showers. Above normal temperatures across Idaho into western Montana and northwestern Wyoming. Temperatures will be anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit above normal. Above normal readings again across the Midwest, which has been a common theme this fall. Western Illinois and Iowa, as well as northern Missouri, you'll be running 12 to 14 degrees above normal. And then eastern Texas, well above normal. Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, western portions of North Carolina, and eastern Tennessee, you'll be running anywhere from 15 to 18 degrees above normal for this Thursday afternoon. Slightly cooler than normal readings across portions of eastern Virginia, up through southern Jersey, eastern Massachusetts, as well as Maine, Vermont, and New Hampshire. The right-hand side shows the forecast temp anomalies now for this Friday, the 21st of November, 2025, showing below normal temperatures continuing there in central and southern California, as well as southern Nevada and much of Arizona, with that upper level troughing again and the precipitation, the cloud cover, slightly below normal readings across eastern Colorado into Kansas. And we see well above normal temperatures across the northern plain states into the Dakotas. You're running 11 to 16 degrees above normal, as well as Montana. Montana, by Friday afternoon, you're running anywhere from 11 to up to 20 degrees above normal in some portions of the state of Montana. Also above normal into Wyoming and Idaho. Looking further north, temperatures have warmed now slightly across the New England states from Maine down to Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island. Now you're running anywhere from 2 to 3 degrees above normal. Looking at the forecast now, 500-hour height anomalies on the left for this Saturday, the 22nd of November, 2025. Do you have weekend plans? Well, let's see what the weather will be like. As we take our first look at the upcoming weekend, we see upper level ridging now building northward into portions of the central Aleutian Islands in towards the Bering Sea for this Saturday afternoon. Troughing will be in the Gulf of Alaska, extending further to the east across western and the northwestern sections of Canada. We do see another upper level closed high with ridging extending towards the northern sections of California as well as portions of northern Nevada for this Saturday. A closed upper level low continues to remain stuck in place just to the west of the northern Baja coastline. We do see upper level ridging, which is fairly weak in nature from Texas, Louisiana northward into the northern plain states. Additionally, we see a fairly strong closed high just to the west of Greenland and the Baffin Bay, well above normal heights in the Baffin Bay area and into northern Canada, associated with the upper high. A upper level closed low will be positioned generally across southeastern Canada, with the trough axis extending into Nova Scotia as well as parts of Maine. We do see very strong upper level ridging continuing across the northern Atlantic Ocean for the day on Saturday. On the right-hand side, preset forecast for this Saturday, the 22nd of November, 2025. We now see some more rain kind of moving in there just north of that ridge axis, just out ahead of the trough axis. There, across portions of northwestern Washington state, we do see some snow showers as well with low pressure in western Canada. High pressure is in control of the areas from Idaho right now eastward to Wyoming, Montana, as well as Utah and Colorado. We do see scattered showers in place across Baja, as well as portions of southwestern Arizona into southern California. Still a little bit unsettled because of the nature of the location of that upper level low. Dry conditions across the central United States have been great, generally from North Texas up through Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, the Dakotas. Looking great in the Midwest for this Saturday afternoon. You've got outdoor plans into Minnesota, into Iowa, Illinois, as well as Missouri. And we see some more rain showers across portions of Hampton Roads, Virginia cities, as well as southern Virginia, working our way southward into North Carolina for Saturday. Some scattered showers will be in place, generally from Pensacola over to Jacksonville there in northern Florida. Looking dry across New England for Saturday. Now, the forecast 500 millibar height anomalies on the left for this Sunday, 23 November 2025, showing upper level trough and a closed low approaching the western Bering Sea. And the eastern Bering Sea and along the west coast of Alaska, we see a stronger upper level ridge building, though, from south to north. We do see upper level troughing there off of the far northwestern sections of Canada. Trough axis extending out over the open waters of the northeastern Pacific. The closed upper level low has finally moved a little further east over the Mexico, southern Arizona border by this Sunday. And we do have ridging occurring across northern California into Nevada. We also see ridging occurring from the south towards the north across eastern Texas through Nebraska. And then we have upper level closed low, generally maintaining its position but fairly weak in nature across southeastern Canada. And above normal heights continue across the far northern sections of Canada and generally to the east of Greenland. Upper level ridging is also going to be positioning itself with the ridge axis extending from the southwest to northeast into the southern tip of Greenland across the North Atlantic waters. On the right-hand side, we're showing the precipitation outlook for this Sunday, 23 November 2025. Scattered showers and some snow there across higher elevations of Washington State, Idaho, into western Montana. Some scattered snow showers across southwestern Canada. We also see dry conditions for the Sunday afternoon across Nevada. Finally drying out a little bit more across California as a whole. We do have scattered showers in association with the closed upper low across southern Arizona into parts of New Mexico. We also see scattered showers and maybe a couple embedded isolated thunderstorms there into southern Texas, extending northward into central Texas. A 1020 millibar high pressure system will be a surface high pressure is located over Arkansas. We have dry conditions across the Midwest for Sunday afternoon, and that's looking great as far as the dryness. No wet weather across New England down to the mid-Atlantic, including Hampton roads. Looking at the forecast temperature anomalies on the left for this Saturday, the 22nd of November 2025, slightly below normal readings there with the clouds and precip across Southern California into southern Arizona. Some of these areas could actually be running 11 to 12 degrees below normal. We do see above normal readings from Montana eastward into the Dakotas and Minnesota down towards Nebraska. Temperatures in that area of the country will be running anywhere from 10 to as much as 17 degrees above normal. We also see another pocket of anomalous warmth, generally from New Orleans up towards Jackson, Mississippi, Birmingham, Atlanta, right on into Columbia, South Carolina, as well as Charlotte. Temperatures on Saturday afternoon could be running anywhere from 14 to 18 degrees above normal across the southeastern United States. Below normal readings across New England, New York State, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Long Island, up towards Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. Temperatures will be running anywhere from 2 to 3 degrees below normal there. On the right-hand side is the forecast temp anomalies now for this Sunday, 23 November 2025, showing below normal temperature readings across southern Arizona, southern California, into Baja. We see above normal temperatures over a large swath of the United States by Sunday, including Montana, the Dakotas, Minnesota. Minneapolis, you're running 13 to 16 degrees above normal for late November by Sunday afternoon. Des Moines, Iowa, Iowa City, all running well above normal. Omaha, Nebraska, running 14 degrees above normal. Kansas City, 13 degrees above normal. St. Louis, you're going to be running 10 degrees above normal by Sunday afternoon. All in this general area, the Quad Cities up towards, again, Wisconsin running above normal. We do see near normal temperatures for Hampton Road cities down in northeastern North Carolina, and near normal temperatures for eastern PA up to central portions of New York State. We will see below normal temperatures in the blue colors from Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts down to Connecticut and Rhode Island. Now, let's take a quick early peek at the Thanksgiving forecast. We're still quite a distance out in time to this, right? We're still 10 days out from Thanksgiving Day, but I'll start throwing in some of these early looks at Thanksgiving, and we'll update it as we go along and get closer. This is the 500 millibar height pattern right here on the left from the European Ensemble Prediction System. Again, the blues and greens indicate troughing, unsettled weather conditions, colder temperatures. The oranges indicate above normal heights and generally associated with dry weather and milder temperatures. So we got this huge ridge that's building in north of Alaska by Thanksgiving Day. We do see a little bit of troughing to the south of that upper level ridge there across the Arctic Ocean and Bering Sea. Now, this is an association. Basically, what's happening here is we're starting to develop more of a negative eastern Pacific oscillation pattern. We do see troughing in the blue color, lower heights. at the 500 millibar level. Lower heights now across the Dakotas down in Nebraska, eastern Colorado, eastern Wyoming, and Montana. So we have a trough that's now starting to propagate or move to the east. We have upper level heights building or rising there along the immediate west coast of the United States. We also have above normal heights in the orange coloring across the eastern United States. Meanwhile, we'll see an upper level trough axis across the northwestern portions and north central portions of the North Atlantic for Thanksgiving Day. Over on the right-hand side is the temperature anomaly forecast for Thanksgiving Day. Early look at this, definitely subject to change depending on the positions of where the fronts are, the frontal boundaries are. But right now we're looking at cooler temperatures finally in Montana, the Dakotas, Nebraska, and Kansas, eastern Colorado for Thanksgiving Day. Much colder air there across the western portions of British Columbia. Milder temperatures across California, Nevada, southern Utah, as well as parts of Arizona, New Mexico. And we see well above normal temperature readings from New Orleans up to Norfolk. We also see above normal readings across West Virginia, eastern Tennessee, as well as Florida for Thanksgiving Day. Now, this is my detailed 7-day outlook for the Hampton Road cities the next 7 days. Tomorrow, we will see an increase in cloud coverage throughout the day. On Tuesday, we'll see some PM showers. This looks like it's going to be mainly towards the evening hours. So much of the day will remain dry tomorrow across Hampton Roads, Virginia cities. So PM showers tomorrow evening, 54 degrees for the high tomorrow, low dropping to 48 on Wednesday morning. We still have some lingering AM showers for Hampton Roads, and then the high bumps up to 60 degrees. So a bit milder for Wednesday, dropping to 49 by Thursday morning. Then you notice with these milder temperatures, Thursday, especially Friday, we're up to 68 degrees with mostly cloudy skies both Thursday and Friday. And then you see the showers moving in. The showers very well could move in overnight Friday night, or perhaps a little bit earlier into Friday evening. So we'll keep an eye on the timing of that next system for Friday into Saturday. But we definitely have some showers for Saturday. Mild temperatures, high of 65, which is slightly above normal. And then Sunday dries out, partly sunny skies, and next Monday will be partly sunny as well. Temperatures remaining fairly mild with highs in the 60s. All right, that wraps up today's daily forecast video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm working on some other things here right now, and I hope to get this next teleconnections discussion out here shortly. But until next time, everybody, take care and God bless everyone.